data loader program for run the HCM data program for import the data into run the HCM data program for import the data into first staging table. Run the HCM data program for import the data into staging table first. So what we will do? Row 39. My client group, data exchange, import and load data. My client group, data exchange, import and load data, import file, import file. So import file. So job family run one. Yeah. Created. So that file we are browse here. So you have to understand one more concept guys here. First DAT file, right? First DAT file. I think yesterday I missed to tell this one. So after DAT file, zip file, so it will load into. Okay, the file will be placed into the zip file. Will be placed into the zip file will be placed into UCM. First DAT file, the zip file will be placed into UCM. Then staging table. Staging table. DAT file, the zip file will be placed into UCM. Then staging table. Then base table. Then base table. Then keys table. First of all, what is meant by UCM? UCM or Web Center content. UCM Web Center content or both UCM Web Center content or content server, all are same. UCM Web Center content or content server, all are same. Okay, so this is the file server. UCM Web Center content or content server, file server. This is the file server for Oracle Fusion. For any inbound and outbound interfaces, we will use this server. So inbound means outbound. I will tell you. Inbound means the data will be feed into Oracle Fusion. Outbound means the data will be feed into Oracle Fusion. The data will be placed into SFTP server. The data will be placed into the another application. So in our case, In our case, inbound means HDL, FBDI, HSDL, ADFDI. Outbound means VIP, OTBI, HM extract. So both inbound and outbound case, we are going to use this UCM server. So you may ask question, where we will see this UCM server? Okay, here we will see this. Okay, so first you take this cloud host name. So this is the cloud host name. This is the cloud host name. Copy this path. Click on place. CS content server. Web center content. WCC. UCM. Content server. All are same. Click on search. So all the files, inbound and outbound files, will be placed into here. I will show you once again how to open. Copy this path. /CS. Search. Like this. Place in the CS. Okay. Now? So to open the UCM server, we need to take the URL for the cloud and append with the CS content server. Okay, so coming to our requirement. So first the DAT file will be placed into the UCM, guys. So when it will be placed, so when you press the review parameters here, so when you press the review parameters, the file will be placed into UCM. So when we press the review parameters, the file will be placed into the UCM. So verify that now. Review parameters, click on review parameters. So see, as soon as you press the review parameters, so one content ID will be generated. So this is the content ID. So if you look at this content ID, the file has been generated here. Search. The Java family run one. Content ID 113587. 113587. File name, content ID. Understand or not? So here I told you now file actions, we have import and load, import only. Import and load and import only there. So when I use the import and load, first import will execute. If import has failed, then load will not execute. So when I use this option, first import will execute. If import have any errors, then load will not execute. But import is success, then load will execute in this case. Encryption not required. Why? Because when you are getting the file from the third-party system, you want to encrypt the file by passing some keys, PGP keys. So that time we required, but I'm not using this one. So maximum percentage of import errors, maximum percentage of load errors. How many errors you want to you want to display? Import errors 100 and load errors 100. So delete file. Yeah, then we use the load. This one. No, yeah, only no. We have import only will be there, right? For example, import success. Then after that you can use this one. This import that time it will not take. The load only it will take. Prabhakar, I will request you once you ask the question now, you are not responding when I answer. You say okay or not okay, not clear, something. Just for my review purpose, I am asking. Once you ask the question now, you just say okay or not okay, something. Okay. You are silent, okay, after that. See, once you press the import only, it will load the data into staging table. So when you use the import and load, both will be executed. So you're asking the question import only, right? So after that you have to use this one. Okay. So now I'm using import and load, and maximum concurrent threads for the import and maximum concurrent threads for the load. So delete source file. What do you mean by delete source file? For example, after you place the file here, you want to remove this file from the UCM.
Original file.
Original file if you want to remove, then you it will delete. If you check this one, it will delete from here. Okay. And maximum concurrent threads for the import, maximum concurrent threads for the load.
అది ఇంపార్టెంట్ సార్ బట్ అది టిక్ చేయడం delete source వరకు.
Pardon?
Like we need to select the delete source file important. Like
Yeah, your wish. If you want to keep that file same, then you can delete this one. That's your wish based on your requirement. But usually you can delete because we are loading if you want to load the same file, then it will not accept, right? That is the reason. Delete the source file if you are wish that one. Okay? Maximum concurrent threads for the import, maximum concurrent threads for the load. So what do you mean by threads? For example, if you are loading, if you have a large amount of data, so it will run, keep on running. So that will be maintained as a means parallel processing. Same file if you are running with other system, other threads. So that time this means 8 other places you can run if you use the 8 parallel processing. Okay. So normally in the real time, we are not going to use this one, just keep like this only, submit. So what type of parameters are there when we run the import and load data? So you can say these parameters. So these parameters are there when you use the import and load data program. Submit. Understand or not, guys? Submit. Import and load we can use, or import only also we can use. Okay, we'll use import only. Let's see what will happen. Submit. So now one process ID will be created. Browse the zip file. Select the review parameters. Browse the zip file, select the review parameters. Process ID. With the process ID. The process ID. So okay, it will create after review parameters. Select import only option. Will create process ID. One process ID, sorry. Now click on OK. See now review parameters. Refresh. See job family and one import status failed. So load it is import here. See if you look at this one, import status failed. Error. So load what it is saying, it is not, if we are not selected the load, right? So that is the reason it is not coming to the load option. What type of errors are there? So select these messages. So import success, total lines, all are 0. Why? Because so we have mentioned the wrong data, right? In the file we have mentioned the wrong data. That is the reason all are not there. So now what you will, if you want to see the errors, you can click on messages. So your data set could not be processed. Okay, your file business object critical errors. The data for the job family object should not be loaded until these are resolved. So what is that? The instruction is invalid. So the instruction is invalid. Valid instructions include metadata. merge, delete, and set and comment. Click on this one. So the instructions are invalid. So what it is telling us. So we have mentioned the merge command is right. So merge is capital letter. Okay. So metadata cannot be processed because attribute is unknown version of the business object. Attribute is unknown version of the business object. So what do you mean by attribute unknown for the business object? So the thing is job family. So unknown means after pipe it is expecting one column here, but column not there right here. So after pipe it is expecting the column not there. So that is the reason it is seeing an unknown version. Means invalid file. Okay. Okay. First we will say, we'll do one by one issue fix. First, as we know, right, this is the culprit. Guys, anything I'm going fast, guys, or do you want me to show once again any step?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన ఎర్రర్స్ ని ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో ఎడిట్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా సార్?
Yeah, whatever the file we have used, right? Yeah, I'm editing. Correct. Correct. So whatever the errors are there, right? I'm correcting the data. Save this one. Okay. So I have corrected the data here. Okay. So what you will do after that? After you corrected, what you will do? Select this one. Send to. Again, we need to do the same steps. So what you will do? You mention run to 0402. Okay, so now what you will do? You have to go to the import file. Select the import file. I have corrected one issue. Let's see. Okay. Select the second file. Review parameters. So this time also I'm using import only. Okay, right? Submit. So what will happen again? Same steps, right? Now if you look at this search option, search, you will see the file placed into the UCM. The old file has deleted because we mentioned the delete source file. Submit. So we have corrected one issue. Let's see now how many issues will come. So following on guys.
So, yes.
So again, same again. Import status. Click on messages. Okay, so the metadata cannot be processed. So that merge issue not coming right now. Do you observe or not? The merge issue not coming right. So now We'll fix this one. This is not required, right? And this is another issue, guys. Did you observe? So what is this another issue? Source system ID.
Column number.
No. Source system ID should be unique for every row, right? Source
Yes,
system
yes,
ID should be unique for
yes,
every row.
yes.
So this is another issue. Click on file. Save the changes. Let's see now. Java family underscore 13 04 02 import file. Review characters. So again, import file. Let's see what is the error. So you must enter the data for the attribute date format issue. So date format issue, guys. So this is the date format issue. What is the date format it is expecting? YYYMMDD format.
Year, month.
Year, month, date. But we are giving wrong, right? So that means structure of the file means the data structure also wrong, right? So it is validating the structure of the data also. So 03/02/2025. So this is the wrong date structure. And one more thing, guys, I want to tell you. So here we are seeing the errors, right? Here we are seeing the errors in the front end, right? So even you can see the errors in the back end also. So even you can see the errors in the back end also. So back end means, so whatever the errors you are seeing, right? That errors you can see in the backend table also. So this is the interview question, guys. So front end anyway in the dash, this is called dashboard. So this is called dashboard. Dashboard, you can see the errors. But I would like to see the errors in the backend also. So backend means what, guys? So how to connect to the backend in the Oracle Fusion? How to connect to the backend for the Oracle Fusion?
Reports and analytics create.
Yeah, very good. So
Data model.
Oracle given standard tables for that. I will show you that. I have one query to see the errors for that. So okay, you take this query. So this is the standard tables we have used here. Let's run this, and we need to pass the content ID in this query. So this is the tables, HRCDL message lines, HRCDL data set objects, HRCDL data sets. So these are the tables, and we need to pass the content ID. So how to get the content ID? So this is the content ID. Now run this query. Run this query. So way to run this query, guys. Browse catalog.
Create data.
Create data model. Let's see. Content ID passed on. 113641. Okay. Try this one. So this is the error, guys. So this is the way you can see the errors. So this is the query. This is not required. Okay. So this is the query. You can see the error information. So this is the table names. So this is the Oracle given the tables, and just you need to pass the content ID. That's it. Okay, now. So this is the query which I have used when I was working in the real time. So same query I am pasting here, and you need to pass the content ID to see the errors. Someone will ask in interview where the error information will store. You can say these table names. So this is the Oracle given table names.
ఈ క్వరీ ఎక్కడి నుండి వస్తుంది సార్? అంటే మనం క్రియేట్ చేయాలా లేక స్టాండర్డ్?
Which one?
క్వరీ సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఎర్రర్స్ క్వరీ అది స్టాండర్డా లేదంటే మనం క్రియేట్ చేయాలా?
Standard tables. These tables given by Oracle means standard only. We no need to create these tables. We no need to create these tables. This is given by Oracle. So even you cannot able to create the tables in Oracle Fusion, guys. You cannot create the tables in Oracle Fusion. Okay, now.
Okay.
But this query we need to prepare to get that messages. I think.
Yeah. This already this we have prepared. You just use this one. Okay. Just pass the content ID. That's it. So where to get the content ID? You go. You know right here. I'll show you once again. Content ID we can get from here. Data exchange.
But Vamshi, can we see all errors in this table here? Because in front end we have seen that one by one, right?
Okay, we will discuss. Okay. Okay. Important. Where is one by one?
No, initially in the first itself we have seen that only the merge command in wrong,
That
and
is
after
fixed
that
now.
you corrected.
That is fixed,
Sir,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
like we are getting right now we got three errors. First one is a merge, after that is source data one. Like we again now we have changed them like here that in the backend and in
Whatever
the
the
front
errors,
end.
whatever the
Like
current
one
errors
one
are.
what like one by one we got it. Like one only at a time we got taken that like all the errors.
Okay. So whatever the errors, current errors only it will show, Raju. So those errors which we have fixed, right? So that will not show here.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so this is the way you can see in the backend table. I will write it here to see this. Next. Okay, next we will fix the date issue. We'll fix the date issue also now. So what is the format it is expecting here?
Year, month, and date.
Month, month 02 and 0. Year, month, date. Fourth, right today. Run for. Steps are same, guys. Only you should know process. That's it. Steps are same. Java review parameters. So this time I will use the import and load. Import and load. Otherwise you can use import only. But even though if you use the import only, import will be success, but load will not execute. After that, again you have to use this one. So that is the reason I am using import and load now.
Again, we need to come and we need to upload and we have to select the
Yeah,
import.
yes, correct. Correct. Understand or not? Submit. I'm using import and load. So definitely now this time import will be success for sure. Import will be success for sure. Import status success. load also success. Now where we need to check if the import status success and import load status success. I told you, right, we have a staging table for them. So there are the staging tables are there. I will show you that staging table. This is the query for the staging table. I will show you that. So this is the errors information query staging tables. So staging tables, these are staging tables, guys. So in these staging tables, we need to pass the content ID. So what is the content ID? So this is the content ID. And check whether the data is stored or not. This is the, okay, I will remove this one so that we will not have confusion. See, once the data is successfully loaded in, sorry, import is success, then the data will be stored into like this. So this is the way. If the structure of the file correct, then import will be success, and the data will be loaded into staging tables. So this is the staging tables for every business object. So remember this. The three tables are the staging tables for every business object. So only you need to pass the content ID here. If the structure of the structure of the data wrong, so we discussed, right, merge command is wantedly we have put the merge command is wrong, and we put the extra pipe symbol, date issue also there, right? So that time the data not loaded into staging tables because import has failed. So now data successfully load into staging tables. So now where to check whether the load is success, right? Load status is success. So where to check whether the data load into these tables. Yesterday, when we create the data in the front end, I have checked one table, right? Can anyone will check? So in the OER, I told you right yesterday. In the OER, load up.
Para underscore job, sir.
Yeah, correct. No, per underscore jobs underscore family. Tables only. Yesterday we discussed now.
Per underscore job underscore family underscore F.
Yeah, correct. So now what we will do? Let me just confirm. Yeah. Just for example, I will pass. Okay. So this is the base table. So now it is coming all the records. So what we will do, job family code in, we can do that query. Where job family code in Just checking purpose, I'm taking only two values, whether the data loaded or not. Just two records I'm taking. Like this. So the data stored into base tables also. Understand or not?
సరే రేపు ఇంకోసారి చూపిస్తారా?
Which one?
ఇప్పుడే చూపించింది.
I'm not understanding.
టూ రికార్డ్స్ అది
What you are asking? I have only checked only two records, not two columns. Okay. Possible. Basic in command I am writing. I am not passing all the data, right?
Vamshi, I think we can use order by creation date, DES. We'll see everything.
But today someone has created them.
Just
same
now
it-
we created, it will show on top of it.
But morning someone has created them. See, why I am not using that one. So morning someone has practiced, someone used it. So other people will get confused, right? Other data will come. Correct or not?
Okay.
Now if I am passing only two records, you people are asking why only two records are coming, why not 5? Because I have not passed all the data, right, in the given condition.
So we can use source system owner ID, right? It is unique. Huh?
Okay, na Surya? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if you would like to check in the front end also, you can check. Front end where to check, guys? There are one moment. And job numbers. Here family code. Again, if you will ask why it is not coming all the 5 records, right? Why it is not coming all the 5 records here? What is the answer you can tell? Surya?
We
Search with
have
only one.
the 5 records. We have selected the right now only the one primary record.
Right. Okay. So we have not checked one more table that is called keys table. So keys table we will see when we do updation time. Actually, keys table also it will load the data. So, but when we do the updation time, I will show you so where the keys table available. So what is the keys table name that we already discussed? HRC underscore integration underscore key underscore map. So whatever the source system owner and source system ID, source system owner, source system ID, which we have read. So, this information will be stored into keys table. Source system owner, source system ID, GUID, and surrogate key. So this information will be stored into this table, HRC integration key map table. Tell me guys, overall it is easy or difficult or medium, the steps?
All right.
Hmm?
By seeing it is easy. By practicing
Why
it's
we
a bit
need to
difficult.
practice?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is there everywhere. Practice is important for every topic. Okay. So anyway, so do practice, guys. Whatever I mentioned, the steps very, very important today. And most of the interview question they will ask, what are the HDL steps? Okay, and where is the staging table names and error table names? Okay, and so these are the steps they will ask. What is the purpose of import? What is the purpose of load? Okay, so when we do the import, what will happen? When we do the load, what will happen? So that step by step I have shown today. Thank you guys. Take care. Tomorrow I will continue.